So in the last video, we saw how we can use Angular's ng-repeat to iterate over an array of, uh, of objects, right, and then create instances of table rows for each instance of a to-do list. Right. So in this video, we're going to refactor the controller so that instead of hosting the data itself, it should get it from where it should. It should get it from a service. It's better to encapsulate a single point of maintenance, a single file that can then be reused over and over as a module to provide the various operations on the data. So let's fix this. Let's create a service that is going to be responsible for hosting all this data. So to do that, let's create a directory called services, where we can put lots of services in there, right? In particular, we want to add a service that is dedicated for manipulating the to-dos, right? So let's create a to-do service client JS, and like all our code in JavaScript, we're going to put it inside of an if statement, right? We're going to use Angular to retrieve the module we're working on. So it's in this case it's the to-do app, right? And in here we're going to instantiate a new service called to-do service, implemented in a function of the same name. So function, there it is, right? So this is going to use an API that is going to allow us to retrieve the the data. So it's going to have something like API. We want to get all to-dos, right? Implemented in a function of the same name. Once this to-do server is going to be instantiated, and we're going to return the API. So this constructor is going to be evaluated to the API, right? And what is this API going to do? This get all to-dos, this function should return all the to-dos, right? It's going to be something like function get all to-dos, and we're going to return the to-dos, but they're not here, right? So let's copy them over from the controller, right? So we're going to rip them out of here, and we're going to declare them at the top over here for now, right? And it's going to return all the to-dos. Once we've declared this to-do, we can then use it. We can use it here. We don't need the scope anymore. We're not using it. We're going to use the to-do server. Let's copy that, and now we can retrieve it, saying to-do service dot get all to-dos, like that. Okay. And so if we refresh the page, we'll notice that it didn't work. Oh, that's because we never declared the to-do script inside of our index.html. So let's load it up. Let's load that new JavaScript. So it's source. Apologies. It's in services. Isn't that where it's declared? Views. Interesting. It doesn't see services. Did I put them in the wrong place? Oh, we put them on the views. No, this should be right here on the to-do. There we go. Okay, let's try it again. Services, there we go. And we have just the to-do service client. Let's load that. And when we reload this, okay, now it works. Okay. There we put the access to all these the data into this this one service. It's a good practice to put all the data access in one single place. In this case, is this to-do service. We'll put this eventually on the server where it actually belongs in a later video.